free back again. Ripping LFC till the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10. Champions, we the best, we come again. Kop-Ish clean up in every region. Elevation in every season. Car dropping all the fast, match dropping real rap. And Drift, they go on tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kop-Ish. This is Kop-Ish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end. Champions, we the best, come again. This is that. This is Kop-Ish. This is Kop-Ish. The main free back up in your screen. Real ones know this the place to be. This is Kop-Ish.
Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well and welcome back to Team Kop-Ish. As always, do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, all that good stuff on the road to 50,000 subscribers. But before we go any further, make sure you check out okjerseys.com. Whether you want to buy this season's kits, last season's kits, or kits from yesteryear, club or country, especially the World Cup coming up, make sure you head over to okjerseys.com. Not just that, guys, you can get a further 8% discount by using the promo code Kopish. That is Kopish. And look, before he leaves, you might want to grab yourself a Salah shirt as well, because after this season, the Egyptian king will no longer be a Liverpool player. Drift.
I'm doing that, by the way, you know, Kel.
So obviously, I know you and Matt have spoken on this, and I was on Enzi's channel earlier. I'm not really spoken about the whole Salah thing.
The reality makes it tough to take, isn't it?
Yeah, like I've seen Gerrard leave, I've seen Firmino leave, I've seen Mane leave. We're gonna see Salah leave, we're gonna see Robbo leave, and then next summer we're gonna see Virgil and Alisson leave.
And then it's gonna be a Liverpool I'm scared to see.
All right, so we're gonna speak about that, Drift, because I'm gonna be real. I am petrified at the moment about what's going on. Now, I want to make it clear. I never wanted Salah to leave at the end of this season, but for those, shout out to Josh, you're right, Ibu as well, bloody hell.
I've got a take on that, but I'll let you finish.
I've always said that I wanted Salah to stay, but I also understand people who say it's time to move him on from a footballing standpoint. What I don't like about this, though, Drift, and I don't know if you'll agree or disagree, is the announcement of it. Why now?
The timing, yeah, it's a little bit weird, isn't it?
Why now? About to go into international break after a run of 3 bad results. Why on earth has this been announced now? Why are we doing this now? Why even leak this information? And
let me ask you a quick question, because I was talking by myself yesterday, so I couldn't talk to someone, so I was just giving the chat an example. And I know this is hella morbid what I'm gonna say, but it's just a dramatic way of you understanding where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
If you found out that you had terminal illness, news, would you be more than no? Say I'm not even going to put it on you. If I found out I had a terminal illness, would you be more angry with me if I told you now and you had 6 months to get used to it, or I told you the week that it was going to happen based on my illness? I could tell it was here. Which one would you be more angry at me for saying, or which one would you prefer I did?
Honestly, Drift, I'm sitting on the fence, so I kind of don't know. I don't think I'd be angry at you either way.
Because what it's based on is when's the right time to tell people as the person who has the illness, right? You don't know. So I guess leaving a football club on a totally, obviously, smaller scale is like, you don't know when to tell the people. When is the best time?
I disagree. For me personally, the reason, so we've seen this happen now with Klopp. We'll go back further. Gerrard was the first person, so we found out about that in like January.
Did we? Did we know for that long? Gerrard was leaving.
Yeah, we knew from January.
Well, I don't remember it being that long, you know.
I do. So we knew from around January we knew from like November with Klopp or something like that. We knew with Firmino from like January. The Klopp one, I feel as though someone was going to leak that, so they got ahead of it. Gerrard and Firmino is because they were about to leave on a free and they could start speaking to clubs. So I think they kind of had an obligation to say potentially. this feels very similar to the Trent one. But what makes this one different, Salah had another year left on his contract.
Which is why everybody's up in arms, because we're letting him go for free.
Exactly.
So
what the hell is going on, bro?
We're cancelling his... So the way I look at it, bro, is I think the reason why...
Do we know if he's being paid out for the rest of the contract, or what is the... We don't know.
It's just a mutual termination where the club are going to accept he can go for free. Which suggests to me, bro, he's staying in Europe and the club feel it's more priority to get him off the wage bill, because I don't think a European club would have paid for him. If he was going to Saudi, I think we get a fee because Saudi will pay. They've got the money. I think he wants to stay in Europe because he's too good to go to Saudi just yet. And he knows he can go Saudi at any time. And I think Liverpool know they won't get... Because I think his wages are about 25 to 30 mil when you add it up across the year. So I think the club are thinking it's better to save 30 mil than to keep him for that year, because they'd rather spend that 30 mil they'll pay him to buy his replacement. Remember, this is just assumption. I don't even know if this is what I think. And I think a European club won't be able to afford him or afford his wages if they pay for him. Because I think he'll end up going to, like, it won't be a PSG who can afford him. It won't be a Real Madrid who can afford him. It will probably be like in Italy, maybe. And you know, Italian clubs don't have money like that.
All right, I'm going to be real, Jeff. I'm going to start asking some horrible, hard questions, but I need to ask them because I need to get off my chest. If he's asked to leave a year early, what's your thoughts on that? Because I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
See, I think the club are forcing him to leave,
but they can't force him. They can't force him to leave.
No, but that's so not force him as in like get out, and he's just got to do what he's told. You're right. But what I think is, whatever that fallout was that happened before when he had that outburst, I think there's been a kind of reconciliation over it was handled wrong. Sorry for doing that, or whatever. Let's make up. Let's finish this season. But we do want you moved on because we want to go in another direction. So he's probably sat there and gone, well, no one's going to pay for me. So are you willing to take a free thing? And they're probably going to weigh and thought about him, like, pay him 30 mil for a season and he just sits here doing nothing? Or get the wages off the wage bill, let him go, and we can give that to whoever we replace him with. Maybe it's best for everybody if we just do it amicably. Because I doubt that Mo would have been able to convince them to sell him for free if they wanted to keep him. We're a very tight club when it comes to money. I doubt very much Mo went, oh, let me go for free, please. And they went, yeah, go on then.
But you just said there's two ways around it. If they don't feel like they can get money for him in the summer, then them letting him go at the end of 1 year and saving 30 mil, that helps them from a financial standpoint. But if Salah's turned around and said, I'm not going, they can't force him to go. They can't cancel his contract. They can't do any of that stuff. So,
no, I know, but he must have some idea of who wants him.
All right. I'm just going to jump straight into this. The rumors are that we're targeting Olise, right? That and obviously I'm over the moon if it's Olise.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a world where the club have gone, look, we're going to try and target Olise, and if we get Olise, then you're going to be phased out a little bit. You're not going to be playing as much minutes, and he's gone, I'm not going to accept that. I'm good. Because a lot of people, look, how many times have I said I want it to be Salah and Olise for a season at least? And every single time I get told Salah ain't staying here if Olise comes to the club. So how do we know?
Not to be backup, yeah. Not to be.
So how do we know something like that hasn't happened? And if that is the case, I don't know how I feel about that.
But that would still be the club forcing him to go, but not like in a bad man way, just in a come on, think about it, bro. It's better for you to go kind of thing. That wouldn't have been him going, oh, I want to leave. I don't think Mo would have done that. I just think he feels betrayed. And so he's come to a mutual agreement. And I reckon he's probably got an idea of a Juve, maybe back to Roma, Inter Milan, maybe somebody in Germany. There's even been a few people that have been thinking, what if, because it's easier to play in Germany, Bayern Munich themselves might think, well, if we get Salah for free and Liverpool give us 100 mil for Olise, then we've got a replacement and we can take a year to figure out who the long-term plan is. But we got Mo for a year. Because in Bundesliga, he'll still be able to cook.
They got Leonard Carl as well, so they're fine.
So do you think there could be truth that he maybe Bayern Munich could be one of the teams, if it's free, they'll just take him for free for a year or two, and then we get Olise and then, because I mean this is all speculation, right? This is all what people are saying, but
I'll be honest, Drift, my head is on Mars with this stuff, because this and again, I'm not even saying I know what's going on. This is me just trying to put 2 and 2 together and probably getting 5 or 6 or 7. He came out earlier on in the season and said, look, they want to get rid of me. They've made that clear. They've been trying to sell me. Now, didn't sit well with me at the time, still doesn't sit well with me now. But let's say he feels disrespected by the club and he's gone, look, you guys obviously don't want me here. What is the point of keeping me here if you don't want me here? Just let me go. And they've gone, you know what, fair enough, you're right. We'll have a mutual termination.
Yeah, which is probably what's happened, to be fair.
One, don't announce it now, because we don't even know what our season's looking like right now. So with all due respect to Salah, I love him and I want him to get a massive farewell when it's time. But this isn't about Salah now. This is about Liverpool trying to get Champions League football.
I hear you on that one.
So with all due respect to Salah, the video, all that stuff, that could have waited for me. That didn't need to come out yesterday. So that's the first thing. And that's on the club and the player, in my opinion. Secondly, with regards to him wanting out or being told that he's no longer wanted or they were trying to sell him or whatever, does that mean the club are going to stick with Arne Slot? Because, I mean, Arne dropped him and then he had the outburst after that. Does that also mean Edwards and Hughes are sticking around as well? Because they've obviously been behind some of the decision making of when it comes to this. Like, what is actually going on with the club, bro? Because right about now, in the summer, we're going to need a left back to replace Robbo. I believe Xhaka is the Ibu replacement. I don't like it, but I think Xhaka is the Ibu replacement. We need a right back, in my opinion. We need a midfielder, maybe 2. That's 5. We need a left winger, and we need 2 right wingers now. But how are we going to sign all these players?
We're clearly going to go into next season a little undercooked.
Short again. So we're going to go short, because worst case scenario, let's say we don't get a 3 wingers. You can maybe go Frimpong right wing as a backup to whoever we go and get. I'm not a fan of that. I think the drop off from whoever, again, I'm going to use Olise because the only thing that's going to give me a little bit of sanity at the moment. Let's say we get Olise and Frimpong's the backup for Olise. That's a massive drop off, because I think everyone always has the notion of, oh, your backup only plays in cup games. And now what happens if Olise comes and gets injured? Because, right, let's be real. When Isak got injured, we were upset, we were annoyed, but we didn't panic because we still had Ekitike. There's a difference between having lack of options and an option that you go, damn, that's bad.
Like if there was no Ekitike and then Gakpo had to play up front for the rest of the season.
Or if it was Jadon Dance, for example, you're thinking, damn, we're in trouble here. In the same way, let's say we sign Kvara for the left wing, and then he gets injured, and then Rio's your only left winger. I'm going to sit in there like, damn, he's 17. Like, he's going to have to play how many minutes and all that. I don't get what we're doing right now. And I have to look at an example like an Arsenal. Arsenal, it took them years to build up the squad that they've got now, right? I get that. We have a very good squad, but we're ripping that squad out, and it doesn't seem like we have a succession plan at all. And I'll go as far as saying we seem to have maybe the worst type of succession plan, because as of right now, I only see Mamardashvili as a succession plan to Alisson. Kirk, as you can argue, has succeeded Robbo, but we're still going to need another left back. With all due respect to Frimpong, that's not a succession plan with Trent. Because with all due respect, Frimpong's way more, puts in way more effort, tries way harder, never gets caught in terms of lack of effort, but he's not on Trent's level.
No.
Like, with all due respect to him, not even close. Fabinho, we still ain't replaced. Salah, who's going to be the replacement there? Mane's replacement was Diaz, and then now Diaz's replacement has been Gakpo. We've seen how that worked out. What's going on, bro? Am I going crazy here, Drew?
No.
Who's Virgil's? Bro, check this, bro. I'm hearing Schlotterbeck signing a new deal, bro.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, bruv. Do you know what? Do you know? We know we've been talking about the whole situation with Hughes and how he's only got 1 year left in his deal, and is this whole Saudi stuff real and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what it kind of feels a little bit like as well? And this is why, like, it can be a very dangerous game, because we saw what Edu did, which is the only, I don't even want to use Arsenal, but it's the only example I can think of in my mind. Do you remember when it was kind of getting a bit messy at Arsenal, but it was almost like Edu didn't care because he was leaving? It kind of feels a little bit like that might be how Hughes is feeling. It's like, it ain't quite going right, but hey, I'm getting out of here anyway. So what does it matter to me? So I think it's quite a scary place to be in when your director of football isn't even secured at being at your club anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, whether you think he's good or bad at the job, what are you supposed to do when he's the one who's leaving?
Sorry, the kids are doing a madness now.
No, I can tell you're distracted. I can tell.
Sorry. Alonso's trying to get in.
I can hear Alonso.
Yeah, because Alonso's trying to get in the conservatory. Robbie's trying to bring her away, and then she just lashed out at Robbie. And it's dark, but that's not that's not my issue right now. But
like, why people have to explain what happened?
It's basically Salah and Hughes in the background, bro. That's what it is right now.
But it just worries me a little bit, you know, like Hughes is kind of, if he is going to go and these rumors are true, then he's probably in his mind thinking, I don't really care how this rebuild goes because I won't be here for it. So it's a little bit of a worry.
What? Sorry, Drift. I just remember, you're right. But we might not even have a sporting director, bro.
And he's not going to care what happens if he's going, is he?
No, it's real, bro. You work your notice period, brother, and then that's it. You give your handover notes, that's it. You don't do someone else's work who's coming to replace you.
If it's my last day today, do you think I care how messy the shop is for tomorrow?
Oh, no, I do.
No, I just mean generally speaking. Like, as a decent human being, you would do your job.
Yeah,
but what I
mean,
sure you know, in the morning, it's not affecting you. Do you get what I mean? So, like, you might just leave. It's just, Bob, it's quite scary.
Shout out to Josh. Sorry to cut you. Shout out to Josh. He said out of the three, the only one he'd keep is Hughes. If you had to choose out of the three, Edwards, Hughes, and Slot, who are you keeping?
Sorry, Edwards,
Hughes, and Slot.
Maybe Edwards. Because effectively, Edwards is the one who knows who the best people are to hire because he hired Hughes.
Edwards only worked, but again, Edwards works for FSG.
No, but he's the one in charge of hiring the director of football, right?
I believe so, but bro, at this point, I kind of don't even know, bro.
Yeah, I think it was him who hired Hughes. I think it was Edwards who hired Hughes. I'm sure it was.
So that can't be real. I didn't just see Isak wants to leave Liverpool. That cannot be real.
Nah, that must be trolling. Yeah, that can't be real. I would probably. Do you know what's funny, bro? I might regret saying this if we get somebody worse. I don't like any of them. Not at the moment, anyway. At the moment, I'm annoyed with all three of them, if I'm being totally honest with you.
Shall I be real with you? I'd like to think Hughes doesn't have the power to sack Slot.
No, he does.
I don't think he does.
He does. I think he does. He might not be able to do it without telling anyone he's going to do it, but I still think his final decision goes. The non-verbal communication.
Yeah, because bro, Stevie looked like he was about to give Robbie a German suplex on the floor, bro. Like, I'm not sitting in.
No, but that's when you have to realize, even though you're a parent, big bro's got to do what big bro's got
not
to
on the
do.
floor, bro. Because is he gonna drive him to hospital, bro? I'm gonna have to be the one who does that. I don't think Richard Hughes has the power to sack him. I think he can literally say, like, look, this is what I think should happen to Edwards, but I don't think he can actually sack him. Just like I don't think he didn't hire Arne Slot. I don't think. If again, correct me, guys, in the comments. Drift, correct me if I'm wrong here.
I think Slot himself said it was Richards who hired him. Yeah.
Did Hughes actually hire him, or did he say, no, this is who we should
go? Okay, so to my understanding of how the situation is, Hughes liked Slot so much, he tried to bring him to Bournemouth. So when he got to Liverpool, he basically just told the hierarchy, I already know who it is I want. And it was
okay.
Slot.
If Hughes can sack Slot, then Edwards the only one I want to keep.
That's what I'm saying. I think Edwards is probably, out of those three, I think Edwards is the one who I'd keep the most.
So basically Hughes and Slot are lipsing, basically. That's what's basically happening.
And it kind of makes me think that might be why Hughes doesn't care whether Slot leaves, because he's thinking, who cares where we finish? I won't be here next year. Why am I going to sack my friend? We both just ride out the rest of the season and then we both leave. It's very weird. Weird.
This actually falls on Hughes' feet then.
That's why I've been giving Hughes more energy than anyone, bro. Yeah.
No, but you've been giving Hughes energy in the sense of you believe that he let us go into the season short in certain areas. Centre back, I agree with
his profile players as well. Yeah.
But I don't think he's especially all right. This is why, especially now, Drift, I double down on what I say. Because if him and Slot are buddy like this, I don't think he would tell Slot we're selling Harvey Elliott because we need the money.
But he told him Diaz, bro. Remember, Slot himself said, I asked him not to sell Diaz, and he told him, tough titty, I'm getting rid of him.
I know, but that's different because Diaz has been flirting with leave. Remember, Diaz wanted to leave from the season before, so I understand the Diaz one. Even if I didn't like it, I understand it. Harvey Elliott's a Liverpool fan, bro. Curtis Jones, a Liverpool fan. These are Liverpool fans who are living out their dream, Drift.
But this is a director of football who buoyed his best friend to get Isak. He don't give a shit, bro.
My he
don't care, bro.
No, but even the Isak one, though, Drift. I reckon Eddie Howe and Isak already came to agreement. I think it was the higher ups that were like, we're not gonna get mugged off here because we're bad boys in our own sense. It's just that our money's tied up. We're not mugs, but our money's just tied up. But we're still not getting taken for
maybe, yeah.
Elliott and Jones, whether you like them, whether you don't, whether you rate them, whether you don't. To me, I'm doubling down on it now, Drift, that the only reason they were sold or could have potentially been sold is because Slot's gone. I don't really see them in the future. So do what you got to do, bro. Whereas if he turned around and said, no, Elliott, I want him to rotate with Wirtz and Jones I'm starting Jones more because McAllister's out of form. I don't think we have these issues. But the fact that these two are so buddy, it seems like Slot probably whispered to him and be like, bruv, sell Elliott for me. Love you. That's how it feels, bro. That's what it feels like, Drift. Both
things could be
get
true.
Rid of both. Get rid of both then.
Yeah, both could be true at the same time.
Shout out to Gucci'd Up. Big up Gucci'd Up because been rocking with the channel for a while. We're fine for FFP.
But you know me, I think Elliott was sold for not FFP like we needed to get, like we were tight. Just 35 mil for a player we paid 4 mil for in a tribunal is basically full profit. I believe that it was money while we sold.
No, but Drift, when I tell you we're so good for, remember.
But extra 35 mil is an extra 35. Even if you're good, it's still an extra 35
No, I hear that, but we didn't even get a replacement in or anything. So it's like, bro, I don't know, man.
It is a mess, bro. It is a big mess. Do you know what? I said this in a review that I did on my channel, when I was speaking about the situation. You know what's actually remarkable about this little stint of Hughes, Edwards, and Slot? Bro, when they didn't touch anything, we won the league. Then they touched it, and look where we are now.
Yeah, but the same could be said for Slot. It's when Slot didn't tinker too much.
No, that's what I'm saying. All three of them. I'm saying when all three of them came in and didn't do anything, as in like change things. Look how good we were. But then when they all put their stank on it, look how bad we've got. Do you know what I mean? It is the strangest thing ever. It really is. It's kind of mad. It's kind of mad. And a lot of what they did seems very egotistical. Because I'm not going to lie, we adored it at the time when we were getting Verts and was getting Isak. But in hindsight, though, bro, we did a very egotistical summer rather than a logical summer. Do you know what I mean? Because we went for the big names, which we enjoyed as fans. But if we had the hindsight we've got now, we probably would have said, you know what? Don't get Isak for 130 mil. Split that money, get us a DM and get us a winger. As an example, do you know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't have said, I'm going to do all that on him because we now know how the season panned out, where we're like, damn, we could have done with players in other positions.
But this again where I disagree with you, because how we see it is, I think it's different how Slot sees it, for example. I'll explain. Gravenberch is his DM.
Yeah.
So we might want a DM drift, but he's probably looking at it going, well, he was the best DM in the league as entirety last season, so I ain't getting a DM. I don't need a DM now. I was going to get Zubamendi, but I'll go Grav. So I don't need a DM now.
But their profiles are different. So when he still want a
remember,
Zubamendi,
I'm with
player.
you, Drift. I'm telling you how I think my man sees it, bro. Not me and you, bro. This is how I think he sees it. Diaz has gone, but nice, cool, because we got Isak and Ekatike up top. So that means Verts and Gakpo and Rio can cover the left. Remember, not how we see it, Drift. We wanted a left winger. This is how I think he sees it. And the proof's in the pudding. Right back. Boy, we've got Bradley and Frimpong. But now we've also got Szoboszlai. And that means Frimpong can play right wing and Salah can play right wing. And Chiesa, we got 3 right wingers. 10. All right, let Elliot go. You know why? Because he's my third choice 10. Because if Verts don't play 10, guess who I'm playing 10? Szoboszlai. The pivot positions. I've got Endo, I've got Jones, I've got McAllister, Grav, and I've got Sobo. Centre back, I've got Gomez, Leone, Virgil, Konate. And Grav can play there as well. And left back, I got Robbo and Kirkes, and I got 3 goalkeepers. Drift, again, I'll reiterate, this isn't how we see it. This is how he sees it, and the proof's in the pudding, bro. So when we go, we should have split that 130 that we spent on Isak, and we should have done this and done that. That's why I don't blame Hughes for that. Because Slot is the one who picks the players. Slot is the one who's obviously reporting back to him saying, this is my squad. The only thing I blame him for is the centre-back situation with Mark Gahey. That's the only thing I can say that's on him.
But
even
you know
though
what, though,
I think
bro?
he was unlucky with how it played out. I do think he was unlucky with how it played out.
I think everything that you just said could also be applied to Hughes. I think Hughes could think exactly the same way you just, and Slot's got to deal with it.
No, but Slot and Hughes have both come out numerous times saying Slot's the one that deals with the squad. Shout out to
No,
Ken.
no, I'm talking about the squad
said
building.
Slot even said it. He prefers dealing with a smaller squad.
No, I get that part, but I mean, you know, like as the director of football, because your job is to build the squad as the director of football, everything you said could have still applied to Hughes. Hughes could have sat Slot down and said, look, the reason why I'm doing this is because you can play Frimpong here and here. And Slot would be like, oh, okay. And I think you can, because remember, that's his job as the squad builder, Hughes. So he could, everything you said could have applied to Hughes exactly the way it could have applied to Slot.
Can I switch it though, Drift? Say, for example, you say to me, Cal, I need you to come in on this business venture with me, right? But I know you're in a financial position where you can help. So here, we'll split this. I'm going to do most of the work. So Cal, I'll take 70%, you take 30% because you're funding to get this off the ground. And I go, yeah, cool. And I go, what do you need? And you go, Cal, I need this, that, and that. I need this laptop. I need that. I need this microphone and that. And I go, all right, cool. Let me know what you need. I'll write the check and then go and get it. I then, in my opinion, can't be blamed if you go and get a microphone that keeps on cutting out. I can't be blamed if you get a laptop that isn't powerful enough to run the programs you need to run, Drift. So, yeah, I've got a say in it because I can turn around and say, I ain't giving you the money. But if I've given you the money and you said you need this and I've gone, okay, you need a left back, here's Kirkes. You need this player, you need Frimpong, there's Frimpong. You've been speaking to Frimpong and Verts, and you knew I was speaking to them from February from November time or January time. You knew I was doing that. You could have said, I know you've been speaking to them, but I don't think that's the profile I want. You went and flew over and told Cherki, we're getting Verts. We don't need you anymore, big man. You go and get on with the rest of your life. Slot, bro, for me, is the reason why the squad build looks bad. I can't forget, bro, how gassed we were in the summer. The fact that we sat there and we said, if only Liverpool had done this for Klopp when we won the league. If only Liverpool had done this for Klopp.
Remember, the hindsight makes it different for sure.
But this is what I'm saying. The revisionism for me is insane, because that summer window we just had, Drift, should have been us going, we're going back to back.
But the reason why, even though what you're saying could absolutely be true, remember, I'm saying both could be true. The reason why I've always lent more on it being Hughes' fault than Slot's fault with the recruitment is the whole point of a director of football is to be the one who goes and gets the players. And then it's more for the manager to be like, I'll work with that player or I won't work with that player. And I think the way he's used some of these players, especially at the beginning, it just felt like he was trying to do something with a player that wasn't profiled for what he wanted to do. And that was why I always feel like it was like Edwards is the money man and goes, look, for this amount, I can get you this player. And then he's like, well, he's not a crap player, so okay, I'll take him. Frimpong, for an example. Homegrown, very cost-effective, can play multiple roles. This is a perfect director of football signing for a team that's budgeting. And then Slot will be like, well, he's not a crap player. All right, cool, I'll take it.
Big up Hassam in the chat. Big up yourself, Hassam.
Yeah, big up, Don, big up. That's why I believe it can easily be on one side as the other for the exact same principle. And I just don't believe that as cutthroat as Hughes is, he will let Slot tell him what to do.
But all right, but Drift, name me one player he signed in the summer that has actually been profiled correctly by the manager.
Have we got any players that were profiled correctly?
The fact that you had to look up in the ceiling and look around the room when I know you're in the room by yourself, Drift, says it all, bro.
No, but that's what because the first thing that came to my mind is, but if it seems like the manager's misprofiled, then it would more back that he was given the player than picked the player.
No, to me, it just suggests that he literally has just gone, I know I can coach these players to do something that I want them to do.
No, I agree with that. But I think that's based on what he's been given, not what he chose.
But bro, he wanted Frimpong.
I think Ekitike is the only one that's worked in terms of how he's used him.
But that and dare I say this, Ekitike is a bit of a maverick spirit, so he's just gonna do what he wants to do, right?
Yeah.
So, bruv, Florian Wirtz, he still doesn't know how to get the best out of Florian Wirtz. Kirkes was the third centre back for a large portion of this season. Frimpong, I'll give him a blight because he's been injured a lot. But even still, playing Frimpong as a right winger is crazy. So Boslai as a right back, insanity.
No, it's insanity that you'd rather play him there than midfield.
Bro, we have started games.
Because he can do a job. It's just then we lose what he brings in midfield. That's what the problem is.
Drift, I'll be clear. We've started games this season where Szoboszlai has played right back and Frimpong's played left wing.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the part
right wing. Sorry. Hassam just big up. Hassam said, Hassam says if we get to 300 likes, he'll gift 10 memberships, guys. If we get the video to 300 likes, Hassam will gift 10 memberships.
Big up Hassam.
Big up Hassam, bro. He didn't need to do that, brother. Appreciate that, man.
Do you know what's funny? Yeah, big up Hassam. Earlier on today, big up Ram as well. I don't know if Ram's in the chat. I was watching their stream from yesterday, I think it was, and Ram was trying to explain to Terry what's going on at Liverpool, and he explained the manager part, and then he went, and I'm just going to leave Hassam to explain the part about the players. And Hassam sat forward and went, Ram, why have I got to explain what's going on? Why have I got to explain what's going on with the players? Like, what? It was hilarious. It was actually hilarious.
No, big up Ram. You guys keep on saying there's something on the Anfield sector.
I just had a look while the people were saying.
Okay, so this is from Ben Jacobs. So from a Liverpool's perspective, replacing Salah has always been something they've been planning for. We'll see. Liverpool prefer to have a transition. So after about a year, the hope is you start to think who you have got coming through or who you would like to sign. Finding a right-hand-sided attacker has always been on Liverpool's radar, but the left as well. Liverpool wanted to do that on the left-hand side with Luis Diaz, but he was insistent on going to Bayern Munich. So Liverpool respected that. Now they need to think in the summer about somebody that can play on the left-hand side. Liverpool are going to be busy with wide players and maybe versatile names that can play on both sides. Okay, hold on. Chill, Cal. Chill. There's an appreciation for players like Bradley Barcola, Desiree Doué, and Kvaratskhelia, but no indication that sells on the cards. There is historical interest in Anthony Gordon, but Liverpool are just assessing their options. It is inevitable Liverpool are going to spend once again, spend big. All right.
Cal, I'm not gonna lie. I have an appreciation of Ashanti, Beyonce, Halle Berry. The fuck does that mean?
I only have an appreciation of my wife, bro. And today we're celebrating 15 years strong, and I want to keep it that way by you not mentioning other women's names on stream. So,
I'm sure we dragged her in the room.
I know, but she's just in the other room.
You have an appreciation of Morris Chestnut. She'll be like, I love my husband, but yeah, I get it. Like, do you know what I'm saying, bro?
Like, do that private. She better do that private. Last time I checked, Morris,
happy anniversary, by the way, for real. Yeah.
No, last time I checked, Morris Chestnut didn't have a full beard, bro. So I don't know.
I
ain't got a hairline either, bro. Morris Chestnut back in the day was the guy, but I'm just saying.
He's always had a box beard. I don't know. Can he grow a
box
full beard?
Beard ain't nothing, bro. I'm working with the full thing now, bro. I got both. I got both, bro. Morris can't really chat to me anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I'm up now. It is what it is. But now, look, I keep on saying this, Drift, and I know a lot of people are gonna say I'm mad, and yeah, there. I mean, the evidence is out there. I'm a little bit mad. I genuinely believe, bro. If we get Champions League, I do think we could tempt Cravo out of PSG. Oh, and we get a new manager. And if we get a new manager.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. The turnaround of players at PSG is quite high. So I don't think it's ever unrealistic to think you can get a player from PSG.
And can I just chime in on why though, Drift? Yeah, he wasn't at Napoli long. He went to Napoli, won the league there. So he conquered Italy. He's been at PSG, he's conquered the league there, and he's conquered the Champions League. And there's a strong chance they could do both again this season. Yeah. I'm not even saying if we get covered that he's going to be here for like 6, 7, 8, 9 years and do a Mo or Mane. I'm not even saying that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we got him, kept him for like 3, 4 seasons and then said, all right, you want to go Spain now? Cool. Do your thing. I think he's one of those players who's a conquering and next target.
Yeah. Or
I don't think he's necessarily a player. Or we could be one of his dream destinations potentially, and he could go. Him and Mamardashvili.
How old is he, bro?
Because
I know I get ages wrong, so there's no point me even guessing anymore.
I just clocked what you said. He's 25, just turned 25.
We would probably be his last club, you know.
Nah,
at that age, I think he'd probably stay here for the rest of his career.
Nah, bro, he could. Yeah,
the rest of his prime career, anyway.
Bro, I'll be real. He could do 3 years at Liverpool and still go and kill it in Spain.
He could do, but I would suggest if we bought him, it'd probably be here till he was at least 30.
I run it. As I said, Drift, if we get Champions League and my left-hand side is Cravo, my right-hand side is Olise, my 10 is Verts, and my strike is Isak, you know what I want.
Yeah, do you know? Can I say something
about
you?
What I'm on, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. 2 on the table at the same time is wild.
You know what I'm on,
bro. That's wild, bro. That's actually wild. One of them should be in the cupboard, bro.
You know what I'm on. You know.
You know what's mad, yeah. What's mad is you're gonna get mad at me for saying this. Please don't get mad at me for saying this. On paper, I think that looks spectacular. In reality, I think that's too many ball to feet players.
But Olise can do both. Cravo can do both.
Nah, bro, they're not running behind players. They're ball to feet players, bro.
Verts can run in behind as well.
Nah, he's a ball to
Who
feet
needs running
player, bro.
behind players when Crowder can shift it or at least they can shift it?
No, but then that means that we're going
corner.
to a possession strongly based team, which in the Premier League has proved is very difficult to be successful with.
It's difficult with the players we have, Drift. Of course it is, bro.
No, but I just think that's that. Even Pep don't do it anymore, bro. Even Pep doesn't literally. He plays long ball now. I don't think the Premier League can only play ball to feet anymore, bro. I don't.
Genuine question. Apart from Haaland, who else runs in behind?
No, but that's the key factor. Haaland is their main guy.
Okay,
I don't think we can do that. No. I think Doku runs in behind.
No, we don't.
Yeah, they play through balls to Doku.
No,
they do.
But
I'm not saying all the time, but I'm saying
they
No, that's his key ingredient. But he's still got that pace and that style of play that I've watched City play the long ball and he stretches a play and runs onto it.
No, but
I don't think you can really do that with Olise. Olise wants the ball to feet.
But Isak would run in behind.
I don't even know if Isak's really a running in behind player, bro.
That's his game, bro. It's just he ain't been able to do that here. That's his game.
He's a 50-50. I think Isak is like right on the borderline.
Okay, he's a hybrid then. He's a hybrid.
Yeah, he's right on the borderline.
You know what? Shout out to the chat. Semenyo runs in behind.
He does. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Honestly, if we got Olise and cover on the wings with Isak up top and Verts in the 10, Isak's looking at that thinking, there ain't no way I'm not eating. With a new manager as well. Oh my God.
I think on paper it's amazing. Because you know what I'm even looking at? I'm even looking at like for a small, I mean, it could be attitude issues maybe, but look how much Pep has been so sparing with Cherki as well. Because I think he does play more direct now. Cherki's a ball to feet man, so he's kind of like very sparing on when he plays Cherki.
Pep, you remember I said Pep ain't gonna like certain things Cherki does? Did you see Pep's reaction when he did the?
He was livid when he started doing the kick-ups. He was livid.
Drift, am I the only one who doesn't understand why people get so upset when players do that?
No, I don't either. I think that's what I think. Everyone's just become very soft.
But we can't even say this is a recent thing, bro. Because when Neymar would do a rainbow flick or you'd see players.
That's what I mean. I'm saying like in the last 10, 15 years, I don't even just talk about it now. Yeah, football has considerably got more and more like it's disrespectful to be skillful.
What is disrespectful?
That's what I want to watch. But
on a real Drift, even if it is disrespectful,
so what?
What is it?
That's what football is about, being disrespectful.
I'm gonna be real, Drift. If someone passes me the ball and I do a skill and I nutmeg someone, I mean, that's disrespectful as well, but that's all right. But if I get the ball chested and do a couple kick-ups because no one's close enough to me to close me down, why is that disrespectful?
Bro, I don't know. The world's gone weird, bro. It's just madness.
That for me would be, but if someone does that against me, I'm going, boys, look at this. They've got it too easy. We need to step things up.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting there going, they're taking liberties or.
And the wickedest thing is, Cal, you know when I can be angry, when I can understand the anger? If Cherki did that and Man City were 2-0 down.
Oh, yeah.
Then I can understand. Then I'd be like, no, bro, what on earth are you doing?
Yeah, that's a crash out.
Even 0-0, I can get the frustration of what are you doing. But 2-0 up with 15 minutes to go. Bro, do what you like at that point, bro. As long as you don't lose the ball.
I've never understood it.
As long as you don't lose the ball, bro, what happened to the days where you would nutmeg a man and you'd be like, keep your legs closed, mate, and banter him on the pitch?
Yeah. I'm looking deep, man. Run me some disrespect. I'm sliding you into space. I don't believe you think you could try and nutmeg me on the football pitch. You're going to space.
The only thing that I can understand the frustration of, even at 2-0 up, is if you roll the players up and they foul you and you get injured, you brought on yourself. Like, you know, that if you incite the aggression that the player's now going to show you, because remember they did foul Cherki, but he did the little pose because he was pretending. But like, imagine if he did get injured.
Okay, but what's the difference between that? Sorry. Big up Hassam for gifting 10 memberships. Guys, if you received one of those memberships, one, go and subscribe to Hassam's channel, and two, make sure you thank him. Also, we've got Ends in here. Go and subscribe to his channel. We've got Fam Zone in here. Go and subscribe to Dean and D. Also, Jamie Phillips was in the chat earlier. Go and subscribe to Liverpool chats as well.
Definitely,
Make sure
man.
you're supporting all the teams, guys. Make sure you're supporting all the channels.
Show the boys some love, man. But no, Cal, I'm with you, man. I hate the fact that all of the flair and skills, man. I'll be honest with you, bro. I can watch football with no goals if it's skillful players. I can get joy out of watching them bend each other up and, you know, nutmegs and all. Fucking hell, this pause bullshit. But you get my point, though.
Ends. Where's the yellow card? Ends. Get the yellow.
I can get the. I can get joy out of watching
each other up is crazy work.
All right.
That's crazy work.
You know, pause culture needs to end.
No,
yeah.
What you just said needs to end.
Bro, we grew up saying I'm gonna bend man up when
man are saying it, bro.
We know this, man. What we doing?
Man are saying it, bro.
So we said all the old school ballers in there know that is literally how we used to talk. I'm not gonna change how I used to speak because of this dumbass flipping pause culture. Anyway.
Hey, big up to man like Matt. Matt said that's a straight red, bro. That's not even going to VAR. That's a straight red, bro.
Yeah. It's cool. And look, I was just about to say something that Matt would have been upset about. That's fine. I'll leave it.
Even Imran saying it's a red card, bro. That says a lot, bro.
Fuck it, man. Matt spent his whole youth bending up, man. What are we talking about?
Oh.
He was the wing wizard. What are we doing?
What are
we doing? You don't know what I'm talking about, man. You don't know exactly what I'm talking about.
The blood clot this. How the blood clot this? How the blood clot this? How the blood clot this?
Nah, man, I'm not letting you change my verbiage. Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
Game ban.
Anyway, I could watch football where all it's about is skills and tricks, even if there was no goal. Like genuinely, I get that much joy out of that element of the game. So I agree with you, bruv. I don't know why people get so mad at it.
What's different from that to when you're winning a game, playing very short 1-2s and making the crowd say LA? What's the difference? Because playing short 1-2s, bro, you're not even advanced with the ball. You're standing one spot, quick 1-2.
I'll tell you what the difference is, bro. Is anybody can do that. I think people hate on the Cherkis of this world now, who have that extraordinary talent that no one else does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I truly think that, like, when I was watching that game and I saw Cherki balling out in that game, I had a little tear in my eye, Cal, because that is the way football is. See, Cherki is what football is fucking about. Literally, he is football personified. But when I watch that man play football, I'm like, that is what a fucking footballer looks like. I don't care about all this, how many yards do you run and how well do you press and all this system bullshit that we've been conditioned into believing now. When I watch Cherki, I think that is football. He is a throwback to real ballers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that shit, man.
Thank you, Reds2308. Some flowers finally. Cal called it a long time ago about Cherki.
But I think everybody loved Cherki to a degree. I know you was the first one to point him out. I don't think anybody ever questioned you about it.
The Prem. I got told he wouldn't survive in the Prem. He looks like he's surviving to me.
Yeah. Although, like I said, though, sometimes Pep he uses him sparingly because obviously his style of football doesn't work in this system world we live in. Do you know what I'm saying? But Cherki is football personified. He truly is a baller's baller.
If I'm going to be completely fair, though, the first person who ever mentioned Cherki to me was John II. Shout out John II. He obviously the person behind the intro music.
Yeah, big up.
John II was the first.
John was the person who put me onto Paqueta. I remember that.
And Barcola.
Okay, yeah.
And
I remember
Barcola.
that.
So yeah, John knows ball, man. John knows ball. Drift, before we do super chats and round things out, Alonso, is he our next manager? Yes or no?
Matt's trying to get me back now.
That's an inverted. This is crazy.
And he's shading his own guy. You know, Varane is Matt's guy as well. He's shading his own guy. So, what's your question say, bro?
Is Alonso Liverpool's next manager? And if so, how do you feel about it potentially?
Okay, I'm going to read you something before I answer. This is coming by way of David Ornstein, so we know this isn't rubbish. All our information.
Ornstein, I'll be real. I've been caught out by Ornstein a few times. I'm going to tell you 3 occasions I've been caught out by Ornstein.
Okay. No. But when you got caught out, you still can't blame Ornstein because he didn't give you a bumper. He just said, "Oh, this is," and it was true what he said. He wasn't wrong with what he said.
Well, he said he said FSG were going to sell Liverpool. He said,
but they changed their mind. At the time, he was telling the truth.
Caicedo was pretty much a done deal.
No, he said they've accepted the deal, and they had.
And Craver.
And we did go in for him, but he chose PSG.
Bro, I can't get hurt for a 4th time.
No, I hear it. All right, you might feel better about this then. You actually might feel better about this. So, before I answer your question, I'm going to give you the caveat. All our information, despite reports on the contrary, is that Liverpool are sticking with Arne Slot. There's no thought of changing the coach. They are planning with him, and their priority is to give him the profile of player that he will need in his squad to succeed. If you look at the range of factors on and off the pitch, it's remarkable. I'm not surprised that Liverpool want to give him longer. He will be a massive part of their recruitment planning for next season. No, we're not getting Xabi Alonso. Slot ain't going nowhere. I can tell by your silence that you're disappointed, and I am too.
But shall I tell you what?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Shit, if I do it. Shit, if I do it.
Hey, Mama, I love you. P.O.P. all the time. Right, these all good pimp spoil, baby, for life.
I'm gonna tell you this, my friend. So when me I drink rum, I drink for drunk, you hear that?
Again! You fucking idiots!
Then shut the fuck up in 2024. You sound dumb.
So to do it to you, Cal.
The thing is, I still think he's staying as well, but just hearing it come from a credible source hurts, bro.
It does. It does. I got caught up about 3 hours ago when I thought, oh, maybe he's going, you lot. Maybe he's going.
You know what the killer is as well? Trust this. I bet this is the one time Ornstein gets it right about Liverpool as well. The one time he gets it right about Liverpool is the one time he blood clot stays at the club. I keep on saying this. They ain't going to sack him. Unless Hughes goes to Saudi, we ain't sacking him.
No. But we're not going to sack him. We're not going to sack him next season either.
This summer, remember I'm saying this summer will make or break Liverpool Football Club.
I don't think we'll ever go back to the dark days, but we're going to not be competing anymore.
Those are.
I think the club's come way too far to go back to the dark days.
No, have we?
No, it will never get like Hicks and Gillette again. Like it won't get like that again. But we'll just stop competing, which is bad because we should always be competing.
Oh, hold on. From buying space.
What's he said?
Oh, okay. All right. It is with great pleasure that I can confirm, after months of investigation, that what I first reported back in August remains unchanged. Michael Olise has a release clause with Liverpool in the persons of Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, not fully aware of the situation, but directly and reportedly informed, both formally and verbally, through multiple conversations with Michael's representatives. Those exchanges were not exploratory. They were concrete, with Michael's representatives receiving clear indication from Liverpool that the outline parameters in Michael's contract align with their financial framework and, crucially, with the paradox structure of the clause itself. Liverpool are fully aware of the structure and have already signalled to Michael Olise's representatives that they can operate within those parameters, as the clause differs fundamentally from traditional fixed figure clauses often seen in contracts. Release clauses differ in how they are structured and presented. And the absence of a clearly defined number does not mean that no release clause effectively exists. The agreement is built on precise language, formal paragraphs, and clearly defined verbal and written commitments, leaving no ambiguity that the player can leave once a certain financial threshold is met, meaning the structure functions in practice as a release mechanism, even without a formally stated figure. There's more to it. If we get champions, just get me. Do you know what? Bun everything else. Just get me top 5. Get me top 5.
All right, let me see.
Get me top 5.
Let me see where your thinking is at the moment. If the recruitment of Kvaratskhelia and Olise was actually Slot's plan, are you keeping Slot to get those players?
Say that again.
If Kvaratskhelia and Olise is actually
خلاص كله شوف.
I think that's a very unfair question to ask me, especially live.
I think I got my answer. Hey, Cal's more slotting than me, you lot. You weren't ready for that twist. Gee.
Ask the question again. I'll ask the question one more time because I did.
If Kvaratskhelia and Michael Olise joining Liverpool was only down to Slot and his recruitment, are you keeping Slot in order for those players to sign for Liverpool?
When you say it's only down to him, though, as in
Hughes wants to go in a totally different direction, but he's going to listen to Slot.
would I keep Slot?
And if Slot goes, Hughes goes in a totally different direction. Neither of those players are part of that plan.
Honestly, I'll keep Slot and then sack him when we sign those players.
Oh, you lot! You lot thought I was slotting. Gee,
I'm sacked. You see the moment Olise and Kvaratskhelia sign on that contract and they hold their shirt numbers up. I'm putting my arm over Slot's shoulder. And I'm going. It's been a good run, big man.
but you know that wouldn't happen. Slot would get a new contract and he'd be here for another.
No, he doesn't need a new contract, bro. He's still got a year left, bro.
No, I'm just saying. In reality, that's what would happen.
But the moment them two sign on that dotted line, bro, I'm calling Slot to the car park, bro. And I'm like, bro, here's your stuff. We've changed the codes. We've changed the codes, bro. 100%.
What if both of them wanted to play for Slot? And that was the only reason.
You know that's not the case, bro. You think South London and Olise?
Yeah, you never know, bro.
Come on, bro. South London and Olise is going to want to play for Slot, bro. Do me a favor, bro. You know that ain't the truth.
You know what? Let me ask you, all jokes aside, do you think that Olise isn't even necessarily about the talent, but it's about the fact that he's homegrown? Because we do have this homegrown issue. Do you think that's
do we?
We gave you your flowers for that already, bro.
I hadn't noticed, bro.
We already gave you your flowers for that, bro.
I'm saying I hadn't noticed there was a homegrown player, bro. I hadn't been staying here for about 4 years, bro. I hadn't noticed. My bad. So,
but do you think that could actually be one of the main reasons why we're going for him?
Well,
because I'm starting to believe that's part of the thinking of the plan.
Of course, but that's the smart thing to do. It kills two birds.
Oh, it is, but then if we don't get him, then what would we pivot to? Because what other homegrown players can we get?
Harry Wilson.
Oh, fuck you know. That's a dark drop-off. Jesus.
That's a hell of a drop-off.
Fuck you know. That's literally like on, like off, bro. Jesus.
What are you saying? This is Olise and this is Wilson.
Yeah, that's Wilson, bro. Fuck you know, bro.
I'm gonna be real, yeah.
That's no disrespect to Wilson. I like Wilson, but bloody hell.
In an ideal world for me, it is Olise and Wilson, or Olise and Bowen are the two wingers we get for the right hand side. That's an
Harry
ideal
Wilson's a
situation.
free
for
agent,
me.
ain't he?
Say again, sir.
Harry Wilson's a free agent this summer,
And he's
and he's
homegrown he's homegrown at the club as well. So he's trained at the club. So if we get,
I'm starting to believe that's one of the reasons they're probably going to bring Kwanzaa back as well. You know,
see that one. I'm gonna be real, bruv.
No, I'm all for it, man. Kwanzaa's a good player.
Bruv, Leverkusen conceded a goal the other day, bruv. You should have seen what Kwanzaa did for the goal, bruv.
Everybody has their day.
No, this one was dark, Drift, man.
But look how good Kwanzaa was in both legs of the Champions League against Arsenal. He was brilliant in both games, bro.
No, man.
Kwanzaa's that guy, man. Trust me. Everyone has a bad day, bro. Everyone has a bad day.
All right, let's help these supers. Big up, Scout Stewart. Big up, lads and chat. Still sad Mo is going. I hear it, bro. I hear it. Shout out to Jai. Says Buying Space says Olise to LFC is locked and loaded. Oh, yes. I swear.
It still feels sweet with it being Mo going, innit? It still feels a bit
no,
sweet.
Of course, but I mean, if there's any player that would, I'd be like, okay, he's here, so that's why this Olise.
I'll be honest with you, bro. For me personally, I actually think the only player that will give me that feeling of like, this is where we're at, would actually only be Mbappe. Nobody else really gives me that feeling of it's a real Mo replacement.
Oh, no, I'm not. Again, this is what we have to be clear with. We're not replacing Mo's legacy. We're replacing Mo in 2026. And with all due respect,
but I feel like you got to get a legacy player to replace a legacy player to make me feel how I would want to feel about it.
I'll be real, Drift. If Olise comes to Liverpool for 3-4 years and we win 3 Premier Leagues and 2 Champions Leagues, I could give a toss about.
Yeah, no, in that regard, but that'll be the hindsight of it all. I'm talking about like in the moment now.
I'm over this. A player we signed who's got to stay with Liverpool for 6, 7, 8 years. That football, no.
I'm talking about the stature of the player.
Oh, I don't care about.
I feel like Mbappe's the only one that would make me feel like we're doing the right thing.
But where would you play Mbappe?
No, just from a stature level. Forget where play.
I don't care.
No, but I care about that when Mo's leaving, bro. I do.
No, I care about losing Mo, the manner in which we're losing Mo. But I don't care about the stature thing.
Fair enough.
Me personally, in fact, let me not even say it because I'm just going to get taken out of context. Shout out to Raya says, I'm with you, Cal. I'm worried for the future. I hear it. I mean, Olise and Cravel would change that though, so we'll see. Big up to Aminor says, please hire Stevie G. I'd be so happy for you, and I'm not going to read the last bit. So big up yourself, Aminor. You become.
But you know what, Marcel? Yeah, look what Carrick's done for you. Stevie could do that for us, so you shouldn't necessarily think Stevie would mean it would be bad if we got him.
Yeah, Emmy says it was agreed earlier on months ago. Disregarding Salah, that's what I'm hearing now as well. So I just don't even know what to believe. It was a mutual agreement. This was planned for months. Crazy. Why announce it now? Then it makes no sense. The guy 1000 says, I think Salah is leaving because Slot isn't going anywhere. That's what I'm worried about. They're backing the manager. Hope I'm wrong. I hear it. Your profile picture states it as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alex. Says, Slot is bad when he's got drift questioning Isak transfer. Look at what the guy has done to us. See, I didn't say the B word. You saw that.
You did. I appreciate that. I just want to let you guys know you can be sent to HR for talking about ball people now.
The problem is HR on this channel is Matt. So like, it's gonna mean
he's a fellow bald guy. He might be annoyed with you as well.
Ash says, taking emotion away from Slot, Edwards and co. Is this the first time we can genuinely say we will land our main targets, unlike before Jude? I mean, we have to do it consistently to say. If we do it again this summer, then yeah, I will say that. Noor, big up Noor, been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Slot said club's model doesn't allow for a big squad. Just chatting
what, by buying expensive players?
Chatting pup. Of course you can have just chats fart, man. Josh says Slot thinks don't like the player or has an issue with views, replace him. Not squad depth, just swap a player. Harvey, Jones, Kwanzaa, etc. We don't build to replace. We don't build be replaced to. I'm guessing that we don't build by getting replacements. Mental. I'm genuinely concerned. I hear that. Josh also goes on to say
what I think Josh means is why don't we do, as an example, what Arsenal did, where they just built on what they had rather than getting rid of people and bringing people in, because then you kind of stay the same almost.
Yeah. Josh says also of Alonso, I think if he comes in the summer, he has more control than the current setup. So much to do, man. I hear it. If Alonso came and we got Olise, as I said, this summer's either going to be amazing or really, really bad. I don't think there's going to be any in between this summer.
Alonso left Real Madrid because he hated being told what to do, so there could be some truth in that.
Ash says, "Congrats, Cal, on 15 years. Big up. Don't get the name wrong tonight. Don't mix that one up. I won't. I'm very, very, very on point with that sort of stuff. Big up, Drift, M&S white chocolate and ginger cookie elite.
I haven't tried that one, but I love ginger, so I'll definitely give it a try, bro. Big up, man. You know what's crazy? You know when he said don't get the name mixed up tonight? I genuinely don't understand people who call their partner's name in that way, especially like if a guy's doing it. Like maybe I can understand if a woman's doing it to a man, but to a man doing it to her, it's just I've never understood why you would call your girl's name. Yeah, she knows who she is. I'm right here. Like I don't get it. I don't know. I've just never understood me calling her name. I've just never understood that. Maybe that's an ego thing because if she calls my name, then I enjoy that. But I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just an ego thing. I don't know.
Aminor says, Cal, I'm a Halle Berry and Sweeney Gal fan. You? I'm an Iona Sanderson fan. That's who I'm a fan. Rayan says, with no Champions League, no new coach or player. Yeah, that's the worst case now. If we don't get Champions League, that's bad. A big up 2 Pixels says, when is the right time for anyone to announce leaving? Gerrard, it wasn't the right time. Salah, Klopp, Trent, even though he had already won the league, no time is ever going to satisfy fans. I don't get. No, I'm not saying about satisfied though, but given that we're in the top 5 race and we just come off the back of 3 really bad results, it's about a better time to announce it. I'm gonna be real with you. It's about as bad a time as you can get. Jaquez says, Cal, if we somehow get Olise, all I ask is that you keep the stream PG-13, no Diddy robe needed, please. I might never wear a robe this time. How about that?
Well, we know there's gonna be Vaseline involved. Cal's already admitted that.
I'm gonna be out here like stone cold with the beers, bro. Ash says, Cal, you know, Cherki younger brother Eden is killing it in the Lyon Academy, and Crabber younger brother Tomik looks like a clone of Crabber on the left wing. Run it, do it now, man. Do it now.
I don't know. Remember, Hazard had a younger brother, and that didn't go well.
H says, gotta be one epic motive once. One slot is gone. Nah, H is like.
H has actually been on his best behavior for a while, though.
I mean, that's a PG type.
Yeah, that's a PG H, man. That's a PG H, man.
S Yoko says you might think that the report of the build is a friend of Alonso, but Verts' old teammate also says it's Alonso, so it may be true. Enrique better. I'd still rather Enrique than Alonso, but I'd be over the moon if we got Alonso.
Do you know what? Based on what Yoko's saying as well, I did see that report that I read out the other day. What day was it? Was it maybe Monday? That was about apparently Alonso's assistant has been talking to Verts. Like asking him questions about like what's it like in Liverpool. Yeah.
Slot out 1 2 3 4 says Axel Hess is a buyer's top journal. Don't believe Ornstein. Hope so. Shout out to Ride Shotgun, says elite stream lads. Big up yourself, bro. No,
50 months a member as well, man. Big up yourself.
Indeed. Which wingers would you get? And who do we actually get? Oh, well, Olise and Crabber. I think I can speak for Drift on that one as well, right, Drift?
Yeah. Realistically, though, we'll just promote Rio and we'll buy Diamande.
Realistically, I think it could be Gordon and another.
Oh,
I know. But you know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if he's still in the chat. Enz and G, I did a show with them earlier. Enz is a Gordon fan still.
Okay.
Enz would be all right.
He wasn't trolling, though.
Bro, go back and watch it, bro.
Oh, boy.
Jerry called into the show and said
Winter
that N should have his
loser.
badges confiscated, bro. Oh, there he is in the chat. He's gonna try and deflect now, but if you watched the show earlier, bro, he came across as a Gordon fan, bro. Josh,
The only credit I'll give Gordon is that he's better than I thought he was, but not for Liverpool, man.
no, not for Liverpool. Josh says, we don't build, we replace. That's what I meant. Oh, I get you, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, I get.
Big up to AJ Knows Ball says, big up Kopish, keep up the great work, family. Big up yourself as always, bro.
Big up AJ, man. AJ's always in the chat, man. Big up AJ.
H says, Drift, you tried Werther's original caramel popcorn madness. It will have you acting out.
Man said it'll have you twerking in the mirror, you know.
I'm not
gonna lie, H. I don't twerk for shit, but but no, I haven't, you know. But I have. Have I had caramel popcorn before? I don't think I have, you know. You know what's crazy? I'm not really the biggest caramel fan, but there's a few things like, say, Twix or a Mars bar that's got caramel in it that I like. But I'm not really the biggest caramel fan, to be honest.
I'm like that, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's gonna say something about word. It sounds like it's gonna
like
be
I love chocolate, but I'm not really a fan of chocolate cake. It's weird. I can't even really explain it, but
yeah, I was gonna say something about it'd be an automatic suspension if I did. So
no, just do it, bro.
No. I've learned from you this stream, bro. I'm not gonna make that mistake. But Drift, you got anything coming up on your channel, bro, that you want to tell the people about?
I don't think I do. But you never know with the way things are going. You know what I'm saying? Is Matt still being a menace in the chat?
When is Matt not a menace, bro?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Big up to Matt, though. Get well soon, brother. Get well soon. I'm going to be going live over on the Sanderson show now for about 15 minutes. And then going to be live later with Luke and Jamie, hopefully, for combat catch-up. So, yeah. You'll be redirected over to Sanderson show. Tomorrow morning, we'll have LFC Focus. And then, yeah, switch the notification bell as well, guys, because got some other shows that are being planned. Obviously, we've got Call In on Friday, along with Sam and Tom show as well. So, yeah, people, plenty of stuff.
Yeah,
Jay, you said your super chat didn't come through.
Yeah. So I forgot. I saw Jay asking earlier on whether whether his thing came back. Yeah, I forgot to think. Yeah, no, do you know what, Jay? None came through, you know, bro. I don't know what's going on. None came through. Just quickly put what you said, bro. Like without it being a super chat, just quickly. Like just put what you said, bro, and we'll bring it up quick.
Yeah, Josh, not too sure on the time for the call-in show yet, but we'll let people know probably during the Sam and Tom show.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and we'll make sure on Friday Tom keeps his hands above the desk at all times as well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was mad. Like I've even seen people do hit pieces on it. It's mad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I do think to myself, like, I believe Tom. I'm gonna say I believe him because I'm a friend. But I was thinking, is that how you play computer? Yeah. It's cool. Yeah. But I believe him. I'm not gonna call my friend
some of the nicknames that have come to you have been crazy.
Nah, they've been wild. Yeah, to be fair, he's a good sport because he's actually just laughed it off. So.
Oh, he's got no choice, bro.
Well, he could disappear.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you know, like, I remember I used to have like intrusive thoughts during lockdown of like, imagine if you did sit down in your boxer shorts to do like a meeting with work and you didn't realize your thing wasn't off. You just stood up, and it's just one of their moments where it just happened to flap out the hole. You know, like you didn't even mean it, bro. And they flashed everyone at work and be like, "Yo, brother, what do you do, bro? What do you do?
Lap out of the hole is insane, dude.
What do you do, bro?
Jeez.
We've all been there. We've all been there, bro. We've all been there.
But look, people, we hope we've brought a little bit of smile to your faces. Do smash the like button. Hold on, I'm seeing an Anfield sector bomber. One sec, let me just check this before we go officially. Oh, McAllister just bicked it.
Oh, has he?
Yeah. Yeah, good luck to him, man.
But you said you want your midfielders to be bald, remember?
Yeah, mobile as well still, but that's another.
Oh, wow. Bit unnecessary.
People. Please do smash the like button, people. Make sure you check out okjers.com. Also, you can just check the QR code, scan the QR code, and I'll take you over there as well. Grab yourself a football shirt and use the promo code Kopish. People, enough love to you all. Till we see you again. Stay blessed. Kopish and wrap. Take care.